Hello everyone, Grim Reviews here, something a little bit different. Today we're going to be doing something called building bots and talking thoughts. I figured it'd be fun just to break out a little Blokees and build it, see what it is, and talk about some, I don't know, Transformer related ideas, ramble on while building. Could be fun, could be a disaster. Let's see. So I got here a little Galaxy version, one of the Transformer 1 boxes. I have not opened one of these yet. The only one I've ever opened was this guy who I got at a convention. I was trying to get a Grimlock, sadly, so I got him. So yeah, he's really cool. I kind of liked it, so I figured, yeah, this would be a little fun. So here we got it. Nice, shiny Galaxy version. And we also got a pair of scissors. So let's break it open, I guess, and see what we get first, and then we'll just kind of go from there. So yeah, it's just a little cardboard box, I remember now. So again, I don't have any of the Transformer 1 characters yet, so I don't really have a goal yet of either one. Obviously, that Secret Optimus, and the way I'm opening this box like a complete troglodyte. Let's just ignore that. Oh, yeah. This is beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Alright. Alright, so we got bag number 1. And we got bag number 2. And that's is that a good sign? Is that all right? Get it? Oh, ooh. Oh wait, no, I forgot. It's all the same kind of thing. All right. Sorry, I was just taking a look at that. So let's break open. See who we got. Woo! A stand in hands. My favorite. Alright, bag number 2. I'm just gonna cut it. Wonk. And let's see what we got. This shouldn't be a process like this. I always have to make things more difficult for myself. Oh, it's looking like we got D-16. Very nice. Brian Tyree Howard. Excellent performance. Great casting choice. Absolutely loved every single thing about him. So we got a little Blokees cardboard coin. This is very nice. D-16 with the cog. And yeah, so here we got all the pieces here. The little stand and the hands. And so the cool thing about these Blokees is they usually just follow the same kind of building techniques. You build one, you kind of build the rest, but that's also what kind of makes it pretty fun. So yeah, so alrighty, so let's get started. I'm just going to kind of separate the pieces here. I guess while I'm doing that, I guess the best thing to talk about is probably Transformers 1. I haven't talked about my thoughts on this channel yet, so why not start now? Oh, I love it. Comes a little scorched in sticker. Spoilers, but awesome. So anyway, when the trailers first happened, I had absolutely no faith in the film. And I feel like a lot of people had that as well. It was just so unfortunate at the time. So first things, we got these little like pieces. I mean, just talk about unfortunate advertising, because I would have never expected the final product we got when it came out to be, well, as it did. Because what we got is kind of a masterpiece of Transformers media, in the sense that we haven't really gotten a lot of good stuff recently. I mean, Rise of the Beast was a fun time. Bumblebee was so good. I think Bumblebee was very good. But I guess when I say not good, I'm mainly referring to Age of Extinction and Last Night, which those were rough. Those are rough films. Like, I couldn't even have fun with those movies. Everything else I can usually defend. Like, even Revenge of the Fallen has good action sequences. I mean, you got the forest battle, and that changed the brain chemistry in my head as a kid. But you just don't get that with the later titles. And now that Bay's coming back. Anyway, let's refocus a bit on Transformers 1. First trailers come out. looks awful. I can't get behind Keegan-Michael Key as Bumblebee, and the whole focus on the badassatron joke just really didn't win me over. And it didn't really win over a lot of people, it seemed. There was a lot of people who were uncertain, because the idea of having this story that takes place on Cybertron was something that a lot of people wanted for a very long time. And so it was kind of sad to see how little care went into the first trailer. But then, of course, TF Hype Guy comes out, and he's kind of the biggest, well, let's just wait and see kind of person. And then the film comes out, and sure enough, it is good. People say it's good. I did not see it in theaters at the time. I had a lot of dwindling faith in the franchise at the time, and just couldn't. Am I doing this wrong? I feel like I'm doing this wrong. I'll try a different one just in case. And I just didn't go see it. And I waited, and people kept saying it was great, and I saw some scenes out of context. I'm like, why wasn't this the focus of the trailers? Like, any of them? I remember seeing, obviously they're kind of heavy spoilers, but just any of the performances or sequences between D-16 and Ryan Pax, and that's what I wanted to see. That's what I really want to see. But the trailers did not give off that vibe in the slightest. It felt childish. It felt like it wasn't going to take... Yeah, you know, and it's a movie for kids. It should be somewhat childish, but there should be something there at that stage, in my opinion, for the older fans. All right, grab the chess piece here. Because, you know, we all grew up with various things. My first continuity was Cybertron, the Unicron trilogy. I don't know if anyone even necessarily knows. Oh, no, that doesn't even make sense. There's been a huge revival of the Unicron trilogy the past couple years with the lines. It's been nice. Just recently bought the Sideways figure, so I'm looking forward to kind of messing around with that. So we got this. We got the little exhaust here. Yeah. So do that. So the movie finally comes out on DVD, and I give it a watch through streaming, and I am just blown away, kind of from right the get-go. I had no faith as Hemsworth. I had no faith in Hemsworth as Ryan, to be honest. But his performance, it changed my mind. I was quite pleasantly surprised and happy. And it's just kind of, you know, his performance was great. And I was kind of happy with most of them, really, except for one. And that was Keegan-Michael Key as Bumblebee. I thought he was miscast and misused. I felt like he could have worked. And the idea of him being actually completely annoying is funny, but it kind of makes it to the point of him losing it. Like, I was rooting for him to lose his voice at some point in the film just so I could hear him, you know, stop. Just stop for once. And maybe that was the point, but also you don't want one of your heroes to be unbearable, and he was kind of getting to that range, and I'm just messing up here. What am I doing? Womp womp. Just pop that back out. See, this is why I shouldn't talk and do these at the same time. So we're going to attach the shoulders. So everything about the film is great. And then the scene where they find, and there are going to be spoilers for the film, I guess, but it's been out for quite a while. And I'm doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? Don't, please don't yell at me. I know what I'm doing wrong now. Do not yell at me. I'm just being a big dummy. Yep, so there we go. Now we got that, and now we can pop those in. And there we go. So we got that, and then we can pop the chest piece on. So the scene where the gang finds the grave of the Primes, which, what a better way to do it than Revenge of the Fallen, like have the Primes all be in one location dead. That's how you do it in this film. It's such a better reveal. It makes more sense, and you get to see all the various Prime designs, which are all amazing. I love them all. I especially love Megatronus's Prime design in the film. It stands out a lot. And I think it's a nice change of character for Megatronus, as opposed to this, like, oh, I'm just bad, big bad. It's kind of nice little change. So yeah, you get to that scene, and it kind of really sinks in just how good the film's going to eventually be. Just seeing D-16's reaction, and of course, Henry really sells the performance in that kind of ongoing battle between D-16 and his eventual becoming a Megatron. And I like what they did with Megatron and Orion Pax in this film, as opposed to the more traditional either Orion Pax is a librarian, Megatron's a gladiator, or just a guy up to no good. I think they really did a good update to the dynamics. I'm not sure if that's been done before, because I don't really read the comics much. I love the comic continuities. I love what they do. I just haven't really seen them. All right, let's get these joints in there. So we're going to take the thigh. No, that's wrist. This is thigh. And then we're going to plug in the kneecap. Do the same here and plug in the kneecap. So it was nice to see their friendship grow, change, and just ultimately become, the rivalry that almost becomes the rivalry that they get to. So there is a lot of great throughout the film. It kind of chugs a little bit in places, but once you get to the Grave of the Primes, it goes from there. It's non-stop. Then they introduce the High Guard, the first Decepticons. I like what they did with them too. I really like the idea of the Decepticons being kind of this subset group of High Guards who were already rebelling at the time. It kind of gives them a bit of a bigger sense of purpose. Steve Buscemi as Starscream, something I never thought I wanted until I had it. And it should have became super clear to me when he was in The Last Night, because that small little role he did as Day Trader was I really liked it. I thought it was really cool. It's kind of out of place, but it was neat to see him come back as a different bot and really pull off Starscream. I'd love to see him do it again, even if it's not for a Transformers 1 sequel, which is never happening. Yes, I know, and it makes me so upset. And Michael Bay's coming back, and I need to grow up. I need to grow up. It's such a non-zero issue, but it's so fun to talk about. Let's be real. But just sucks because obviously a lot of passion, in hindsight, went into Transformers 1. And the ending leaves it on such a good note, or at least a good, what's going on here? What did I do? I'm doing something. So, give me a moment. I think the shoulder just wasn't popping in place. Okay, there we go. We're good now. And then we can just pop back in the wrist and pop in the other wrist. All right, there we go. So the movie keeps going along. The High Guard was really cool to see, and then you get to the ending, and the ending is just so solid. Obviously, Sentinel Prime as a villain's been done. Well, as a villain's been done once, but I mean, the kind of villain archetype of duping the heroes into thinking you're on their side. It's been done before, but they do enough with it this time around where it feels fresh enough. It doesn't really feel like I'm, retreading old water, I guess. I don't know. I really like Sentinel as a villain, and I think by the end, he does it. Yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with that. I just liked him as a villain, and I liked his comeuppance. I liked the fact that they went full in, and I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here. I got the back of his head. I got this little yellow piece. I'm going to just wedge that in there. Should. Yeah, there we go. So tab that in, and we're going to take the back of his hat, I thought it was... I mean, it was way more gruesome than I thought the movie was going to go. I mean, having him ripped in half. I mean, I guess that's not necessarily new for a Transformers film, but the implication, I guess, is what is slightly dark. And I'm glad they went all the way. I forgot his face. Prime, did you take his face? Oh, come on. Isn't that what... Okay. And then, you know, of course, before Sentinel dies, Megatron, or I guess D-16 at this point. Actually, it's been a moment. I forget when his turn. Does not matter. It's when he gives up finally and lets Orion go. Like, such a solid moment. Just that turn, the emotion animated into his face. So when he actually, like, lets go, it's a pretty decent moment. Just overall. I'm sure... Alright. One second. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay. Crisis averted. Face attached. Let's finish putting the helmet on. And boom. There we go. And then we got his head all nice and built. Which we'll pop it on there. So yeah, like I was saying, so Optimus's final transformation into... well, I guess Orion's transformation into Optimus was such a good scene. Just having Alpha Trion speak to him in that kind of grandiose voice at the center of Cybertron. You know, it was just peak Transformers. I'm a sucker for seeing the rise of Optimus Prime in any continuity, so it's very nice to see it. And I love the edits people did with the touch being added in afterwards. And if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend checking it out. I think it works so well, and I really wish it was in the film, because you know, the touch is just so synonymous with Transformers. I mean, it's basically Dare to be, you know, the touch, Dare to be Stupid, and Dare, which, yes, are all the 86 film songs, but let's be real, the 86 film has so much influence on all the other generations. So I'm just going to plug in that arm there, and I'm going to plug in that arm there. And then, yeah, the final battle was fun. They utilized them transforming during the battle, which I loved so much. I'm a sucker for that, and they don't use enough. I want to see more robots talking in their vehicle mode. I want to see more robots transforming mid-fight. I just want to see more robots doing robotic things that only Transformers can do, and not them be static objects all the time. You can have them be active and be a vehicle, or active and just not... There's choices. Come on, you can think it over some. Let's see more of that. So I'm sitting there at the end of the film. I'm like, that was amazing. And from that day, I have done nothing but despise John Hasbro for all they have done to just sabotage the film. And thank goodness for TF Hype Guy. Thank you for all you did for the film. I'm sorry things didn't work out. Thank you for your efforts. And hopefully, despite the news of there never being a TF1 sequel, hopefully one day there will be. Because isn't that what we all want? Is some more peak robots fighting robots with heavy lore. Give me that arm. Because I want to see what the Quintessons were like, you know, in this continuity. I want to see what they had plans for them. I want to see it all. So... maybe someone get on a petition or something. Get on that. So we're going to tab that in. And then tab that in. And by golly, I think we have Transformers 1, Megatron. Oh. I won't get yelled at. I think I'm doing this wrong. Plug that in. And there we have Transformers 1, D-16 cogged up, ready to go. Ready to rise up. All right, so yeah, that was building bots and talking thoughts, and this has been the Transformers 1 Blokees build of Transformers 1 D-16 Cogged Mode. I thought that was a very fun time. I enjoyed my little ramble. I hope you did too, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment below what you thought, if this is a series I should bring back or what. So yeah, here we have the little Blokees, and the Blokees are very nice and posable, nice looking figures. Let's actually just get in real quick and take a little overview, shall we? Got these nice little yellow eyes, and of course the chest area from Sentinel. You get the sticker here on the side here of the badge. You get 2 weapon accessories, a lot of posability, multiple swappable hands. You get 2 of each, as well as a little stand, which I'm pretty sure, see, you can just kind of, at least that's what I do. I just always kind of pop the accessories and these little pegs here. Never mind, it's not going to stand, but that's fine. So you can plug the foot in for a little extra support and pose them around. Of course. Oh. And yeah. D-16, all built and ready to go. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.